Now when I start out and I start to run Pro Tools, I want to keep my desktop clean somewhat, and I want to make sure I have a hard drive. I have a hard drive right here, and the reason why that is, when you are working with Pro Tools, you want to keep the files that you record or the sample files you use or whatever you're going to use. That Pro Tools session is saved to a separate hard drive other than the hard drive that the operating system is working from. That's important to do. We have no problems that way. And this is also suggested by the manufacturer of Pro Tools, Avid. So I'm going to go in here and look for my Pro Tools. It's right here. I've got a lot of software, as you can see. And I'm going to launch Pro Tools. Make sure that's the right one. Yeah, this is it. And then once you launch it, you'll see it right here. And it says Pro Tools. And we have Pro Tools 12.4 coming up right there. It's loading everything in, as you can see. And once it does, I get the dashboard option here. So something I could do. So let's go ahead and create. I can create my own session right here, right? So I can create from a template, which is kind of cool. Uncheck that. Or not. If I create from a template, I check it now, you'll see here what has happened is we have options for templates. I can have a 24-track mixer with EQs and dynamics. I can have an FX returns, right? We can have 24 EQ FX returns again here, see? And it's not much of a difference. Here I have returns and returns again here. Returns and returns again here. It's different templates, almost doubled up, right? I've done some different things with templates. And we have a template group. So here I click here, there are different setups. I can have the guitar setup for ballads here, as you can see here. A lower CPU usage for guitar ballad, for blues guitar. You see these setups we have in here. So there are different setups you can use that are just templates that open up with a setup that might be good for you. I would suggest you check them out. And particularly this post-production one's kind of cool. And recording and mixing is very good. If you're a songwriter, this is pretty good as well. And for live venue, the venue live sound is very good too as well. But check it out and make sure it sets up for what you want to do. And what I'm talking about here, and setting up for what you want to do, is your file type. Now, normally we always save to WAV. Here's WAV. AIFF is available too. We have a sample rate. So I prefer a higher sample rate, maybe like 96K. Now, if you do use 96K, it's going to make these big files, very big files. So make sure you have a hard drive with plenty of space to store your data to. And for the purpose of our sessions, I'm going to probably keep it somewhere near 48 or 44.1. And then we have your last I/O setup. Okay. This has to do with input and output setup within the Pro Tools system. Bit depth. We're going to do 16 or 24 or 32-bit. Interweaved means that I'll have a stereo track. And rather than making a stereo track, it'll interweave it into one file, where the stereo left and right will be made into one file. That's interleaved right there. And prompt for location. So this will prompt me for the location where I want to store this at, okay? That's important. You want to make sure you store your session on a particular drive. If you're making a new template, you want to store the rest of your templates. For example, here the location here is going to be my user. I'm on a Mac, so it's going to go to my Sample Kings home folder. And it'll save it in documents. So depending on your Mac or PC, make sure you know where you're going to save your template to. I can open from disk if I have a particular song I want to open up. I can cancel or just create this brand new template and call it something. And once I do, I can put a new name right here at the top. I can also select whether I want to see this dashboard or not at startup. I can select no, I don't want to see it anymore. But I probably do, just for the purpose of this demonstration. Let's go in here. I'm going to do something. I'm going to go back in here. I'm going to look for, let's see, post-production. Let's look at something else. I want to look at music. No, not that. Let's see. Rack, 11 rack guitar. I don't think any of this stuff really applies to me too much, but I'll just pull a session up just for one thing. Here's a full session. I'll pull this up. I'll press create. and already exists, please choose a different name. Oh, I see. So, cancel. See what happens? This is create. I need to go to recents. There you go. And these are recent sessions I've saved as templates, okay? So I'll pull this one up here. That was today, and we'll say open. Be aware of that. Now, once it opens, I'm ready to go. There you go. I've got my session. I'm going to press Command and the equal or plus sign here, and I can see the mixer view too as well. Let's get busy.